what's available on the market if you're a quality assurance or EH&S professional, biosecurity professional. You're choosing from some high consequence, high concentration solutions. And that's really challenging to material integrity, and it's dangerous to staff. And Curis is a better solution. We employ a 7% hybrid hydrogen peroxide pulse delivery system. And what that means is it's a combination of microaerosols and vapor delivered to a space at precisely calibrated intervals. What this means is something similar to cruise control in a vehicle, where you have an optimal level that you want to achieve, like 55 miles per hour, and you rev the engine to get it there. And then as the car wants to maintain that 55 miles per hour, the car continues to rev at periodic intervals in order to maintain that. And that's what we do for biodecontamination. And by employing a 7% low concentration solution, it is possible to achieve a pathogen kill zone with the ability to be kinder to materials and safer to staff's handling the solution. It's also much less expensive to ship and easier to employ. I went to a facility not too long ago that was employing one of these high consequence systems, and there were 3 people operating it. It was kind of crazy. There was one that was reading this 150-page manual, calling out instructions to the other one who was pushing the buttons, and the other one just sitting there waiting for something to go wrong. I mean, it was tragic. I can't fathom how they operate this equipment on a daily basis. And I don't understand it. You can achieve superior efficacy of 6-log repeatable reduction with a lower concentration that's safer to materials and safer to personnel. Why wouldn't you do that? And the answer is you really should. Risk management loves this. In a facility, they have multiple pieces of equipment and multiple decontamination tasks that are needed. And usually there's multiple pieces of equipment that do those multiple tasks. And with Curis, we have the opportunity to take it and make it simple. Our Trinity system, for example, has the ability to treat multiple different small enclosures like fill finish isolators or incubators or a biological safety cabinet or a pass-through chamber. And then take that same piece of equipment, so decontaminate in there, and then take that same piece of equipment and wheel it into a lab space and treat up to 10,000 cubic feet with hybrid hydrogen peroxide. So it takes the really complicated nature out of biodecontamination and makes it simple and easy to use. And it also is very much more cost effective to the facility themselves. Not to mention, right now, there's such a challenge with staff and staff availability. We really want to make sure that we're utilizing each and every person to their fullest potential. So having one piece of equipment to do these multiple tasks just saves so much time and money. It is important. It's important to understand that each chemical that you're introducing to your facility has its own material compatibility thresholds. It also has its own threshold for safety to personnel. And so people don't often understand this. So the rule of thumb with hydrogen peroxide is the higher the concentration, typically the higher the parts per million. And this is important because if you're introducing a concentration of a 35 or a 59% solution into your environment, that means that your parts per million could be anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 parts per million. And that is really hard on surfaces with corrosion potential as well as hazards where staff could be exposed to this accidentally. So all of these proposed challenges to their environment, Curis changes that landscape. We really do have the opportunity to, with this 7% hybrid hydrogen peroxide delivery system, to be able to operate at only 130 to 150 parts per million. It's kinder on the surfaces, safer to staff, and faster to implement. So it really is a wonderful product to introduce into that environment. The large push right now is in facility integration, where we have all this grant money and we're building all these facilities. And we want to incorporate biodecontamination on demand, which is a fantastic idea because you want to be able to do it when you need it, as frequently or infrequently as possible. Curis offers excellent solutions for facility integration. We offer push-button design that also is very, very simple and intuitive to operate. We also have data tracking software that goes with that to aid in compliance. And we offer a multitude of safe applications that are absolutely seamless within that environment, making it possible for the facility to achieve 6-log repeatable results. Efficacy and safety are paramount to Curis system. These are the two things that are mandatory in each and every cycle of a Curis product. And we achieve this in two ways: through biological indicators of Geobacillus stereothermophilus or Bacillus subtilis, and validating a 6-log repeatable result. And this is also done through our federal approvals that we've already achieved with Curis system, but also in a number of peer-reviewed published research that has been done on Curis system to be able to validate the efficacy of the system in various environments. But there's also the education component to what we do. We pride ourselves in educating the consumer on proper biodecontamination methods, which enable us to present to them at various different venues, whether it's a CDC symposium workshop or an EPA Decon symposium. There are webinars, there are tutorials, all available through our website at curissystem.com that will educate the customer in order to get the customer to understand the proper methods of biodecontamination. And this education serves to build a stronger consumer. Whether it is our system or another system, they'll have the knowledge base and the skills to be able to choose the right system for themselves. And we're confident they'll choose Curis.